Next on Worcester News tonight, nurses speak out for a colleague injured in a violent attack. More about a new law being proposed. Plus, a World War II veteran is honored as work to restore an honor roll with his name and dozens of others veterans moves forward. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Catherine Andrioli. Colleagues of a Southbridge nurse who was violently attacked at Harrington Hospital last month are testifying Wednesday for a law bearing her name. Elyses Law, named after nurse Elise Wilson, aims to prevent workplace violence. Nurses at Harrington Hospital will testify at a State House hearing in favor of Elyses Law. The legislation proposed by the Massachusetts Nurses Association would require healthcare workers to develop and implement individualized workplace violence prevention plans. Wilson was seriously injured after being stabbed by a man who police say brought a knife into the emergency department. Registered nurse Tracy DiGregorio was there when the incident happened and says this legislation is long overdue to protect nurses.
Part of our job, we're sworn at, punched, kicked. People who are angry if they don't get their narcotics, they're angry if they don't get their MRI. They come in with an agenda, and when we tell them that that's not something we do, their first instinct is to be angry and, swear, kick, scream. It's just, threaten. It's awful. We really need to make this law possible and just make it safer for us to go to work and do our jobs and protect people that come in, and need help.
And the hospital provided these panic buttons to nurses following the incident. Tomorrow's hearing will take place before the Committee on Public Safety and Homeland Security. Elise Wilson is recovering from the incident and has worked as a nurse in the emergency room for 35 years. A World War II veteran is honored Tuesday with a key to the city of Worcester. 92-year-old Waverly Taylor is one of the only two living veterans of the former Colored Citizens of Worcester Honor Roll Monument. Our Chandler Walsh was at today's ceremony and has more.
92-year-old Waverly Taylor is recognized for his service in World War II. Mayor Joseph Petty presented him with a key to the city Tuesday.
I never thought this would happen, but I did try hard and came true. Thank God.
Taylor is one of two surviving World War II veterans on the Colored Citizens of Worcester Honor Roll.
So we've been trying to reestablish the honor roll, and it was a list of soldiers of color from Worcester who served our country.
Taken down in 1959 for the construction of I-290, the honor roll has been missing for 58 years. Taylor's daughter is delighted it's being rededicated and says it's been a long time coming. She says she'll be proud to see her father's name on the honor roll.
I guess it would be like breathtaking to know that my father is going to be on this, on this monument or the honor roll.
The honor roll is expected to be completed and rededicated by the end of the year. Worcester leaders decided to present Taylor with the key to the city to recognize the veterans who served and are alive today.
He's one of those soldiers, one of two, that are still living and able to tell the story.
What an honor to have a living legend amongst us.
This is the spot in Lincoln Square where the new honor roll will sit. Waverly Taylor's engraved name will join 144 others, honoring Worcester's African-American and Nipmuc tribe World War II veterans. In Worcester, I'm Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
A Worcester developer is praising city manager Ed Augustus's proposal for a tax break on a more than $21 million mixed-use development near Kelley Square. The proposal would save property developer Harding Green LLC roughly $830,000 on property taxes. Developer Alan Fletcher is behind the project to bring a 70,000 square foot mixed-use building to Kelley Square. The property will include residential apartments, and under the deal, the city will receive an estimated $1.45 million in commercial and residential tax revenue. The project is eligible for the tax break because of the urban density residential district through the housing development.
Dollars a year in taxes now, and at the end of the project they'll be paying well over $100,000. So it all makes good sense. We're doing very well on a lot of fronts, and we're getting better, including retail. But the more we have people living here, the more the district sort of becomes self-sustaining and get involved in something like this, and a year seems impossibly long to wait for anything.
The proposal went in front of City Council members. Tonight, it is now being referred to the Economic Development Committee for a public hearing. If you visit the Crompton Park pool often, you may notice more police officers in the area. 2 cases of vandalism within the past 3 weeks forced the pool to close, and police say they're stepping up patrols. Olivia Lemon has the details.
What we're going to be doing is designating that as a technical response area.
After a second case of vandalism at the Crompton Park pool in Worcester, police say they will be sending extra officers to patrol the area.
We realize the pools are open for just a short period of time throughout the summer months. It's a good place for the kids to go and enjoy themselves.
The pool had to close early Monday due to cloudy water conditions. The city says someone jumped the fence and turned off the filter.
A couple weeks ago, we had some glass broken in. Now, yesterday they climbed the fence and shut off the filter.
Kids enjoying the pool today say they were upset yesterday when they showed up and couldn't swim.
Sad because I couldn't come in. I was like sad that the pool was closed yesterday.
Jane Marie Buergo says she brings her kids to the pool every day, and it's a nice way for them to cool off in the summer. Buergo says she's happy more officers will be spending time near the pool.
I think that police should be looking around more, and including the night, because I live near it, and always there's people here in the park, in the pool, and I think it's not fair for the kids.
This pool is great, it's awesome, but having it to have to close sucks.
Meanwhile, Worcester police say extra patrol will start right away and hopes the pool stays open the rest of the summer.
We are as angry as anybody else when you see vandalism being conducted in that area.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
A mental health agency in Worcester is the site of an FBI investigation Tuesday. Investigators were on scene collecting evidence from the Island Counseling Center on Grove Street. It's unclear what they are looking for, but in a statement, the FBI says they're conducting court-authorized activity in connection to an ongoing federal investigation. Investigators were seen entering and leaving the building around 11 o'clock Tuesday morning. Clients waiting outside say the center provides mental health services and has a small pharmacy. And New Jersey State Police have arrested the man wanted in connection to a stabbing death in Milford. Police say Joselo Diaz dos Reis was taken into custody in Newark on Monday. The Worcester County District Attorney's Office said there was an arrest warrant out for dos Reis for aggravated assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. It came after a man's body was found inside an apartment in Milford. Dos Reis is being held in New Jersey pending extradition to Massachusetts. New developments on a Westborough investigation we've been following. The woman who police believe hit a bicyclist earlier this month will now be charged. The crash happened on West Main Street after police say Anzwina Sengdapa hit the bicyclist. She allegedly then drove with the person on the windshield for an eighth of a mile. The 48-year-old cyclist sustained serious injuries to her head, back, hip, and leg. Demolition of the old Paris Cinema is well underway. The space will be turned into a beer garden surrounded by restaurants, adding to the revitalization of downtown. Rosalind Flaherty has the details.
What is now a pile of bricks will soon be a new space for entertaining.
This is just another option for people who are going to increasingly live, go to school, and visit downtown.
Construction is underway at the old Paris Cinema building in downtown Worcester. The space will be turned into the Brew Garden. Developer MG2 says it will be a 3-season beer garden with more than 300 seats and an event stage. A restaurant called Sticks will be on one side, while another spot called the Brew House will feed into the outdoor space.
Continuation of our development of the grid as not just a place to live, but a place to socialize, where food, drink, and entertainment play an important role.
Preservation Worcester says Paris Cinema, once called Capitol Theater, opened in 1962 and was once a popular place to watch movies. It closed in 2006. MG2 says they wanted something different after building more than 400 apartments in the grid district. They say they have invested $15 million to redevelop downtown.
We didn't feel like adding to the housing stock was the right move at the time, so we decided, how can we use a big open space really as amenity, both for our tenants and surrounding businesses.
City Manager Edward Augustus says the vacant building was a detriment to downtown and is looking forward to having a new place to draw visitors to the city.
People are always looking for fun things to do after work on the weekend, and this is just going to be another option, another venue for people.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Historic Stearns Tavern has been by Coast Pond for about 9 months now, but it still has a ways to go before the building can open. The more than 200-year-old building will be used by the Seven Hills Foundation as a training and education space and community center. More than $670,000 have been donated to help reconstruct the building, and almost all of the labor has been volunteer work. Tuesday, Coughlin Electric worked to restore electricity at the tavern.
I think that's one of the most rewarding things about this project is that we have all sorts of donations from government agencies, nonprofits, corporations. Some are small donations. They're just as important to us as the larger donations.
Right now that we've been concentrating on doing the floor work in here, regrading the floor, bringing it up to grade so they can get it ready to be poured with concrete and stuff.
Preservation Worcester says they expect the building to be complete within the next 6 months. The playground next door should be open within the next